Okay, these are the follow-up sequences that we use to close 70% of leads that seem uninterested, aren't responding. These follow-up sequences will help you solve that problem. Now, follow-ups are crucial. I know they may annoy prospects or leads to an extent, but at the same time, they're very, very beneficial to help you close more deals and actually bring in more clients. Because a lot of the time you may think that leads aren't actually interested, but a lot of the time they've just forgotten. So what you want to do is just make sure that they don't forget about your service and offer, and ensure that you can hop on a sales call with them to actually close them as a client. So there's some different follow-ups that we're going to be going over inside this video. The first one is follow-ups just through DMs, emails, SMS, etc. The second one is before a sales call, so making sure that the prospect actually shows up to the call and doesn't ghost you. And the third follow-up is post-sales call. So after the sales call has finished and the prospect hasn't showed up, they've either not showed up or they've just not closed. So that's going to be the third follow-up. So we'll go over all of those inside this video. Okay, so first things first, when doing DMs, so actually trying to close client through Instagram DMs, we recommend sending 100 DMs per day, or whatever the limit is for you on Instagram. This can vary from person to person. It might start at 50, but we recommend trying to get up to that 100 mark. So with that being said, you want to send the 100 DMs, but also follow up with the 100 from the day before and the day before that, and it will start to compound. So it may start to be a longer process, but if you want to close as many clients as possible, this is the way to do it. Now, what we recommend doing is sending the follow-up message, waiting 24 hours. If the lead doesn't respond, then you want to unsend the message and send another follow-up message 24 hours later. Now, some messages that we recommend sending is something like just say their name, still with me, or let me know what you think, and then share a reel of yours to kind of show some work that you've actually done for a client, or maybe it's a testimonial too. Another way you can actually do it as well is you could say something like, name, I've got a question about your service, which will make them interested because they're going to think that you're asking a question about their service, which can benefit them, but in reality, you're actually trying to close them into your offer or service. So you've sent that first message, they haven't responded, that's all good. Now the next sequence is follow-up message 2 and 3. So you're going to send follow-up message 2 and then wait 24 hours if they haven't responded, then send follow-up message 3. Now follow-up messages 2 and 3 are very results driven. So you want to make sure that you're sending the prospect or the lead, maybe a testimonial, like a result from a client, or even results from your own agency or business. So for example, you could send a message like, this is some of the results that Name has been getting with his coaching business, sales business, marketing business, etc. Would love to be able to do the same thing for you. Or you could say something like, that's X result we helped our clients get. That's 3 clients that we helped our clients get, or that's a 20% increase in profit that we helped our clients get. That month they made X amount of money. Would love to do the same thing for you. Or what if your sales did that next? Just something that really motivates them to actually respond back to you. Next sequence after that, you're going to follow the exact sequence from the start. So if you still have got no response, follow follow-up message 1. It's the same thing as follow-up message 4. Just trying to get their attention through either saying their name, still with me, or sharing one of your reels. Now, if you want to learn how to implement the last 3 messages of this follow-up sequence, you can book a call with me in the description. I'm going to help you implement it like one-on-one directly through a call. So you actually know how to implement it correctly to ensure that you can hop on a call with the prospect or lead. Now we're going to go over follow-ups before sales calls. So this is crucial because if you've already booked in a sales call with a lead or a prospect, the last thing you want them to do is just ghost you and not show up. Like, you want to have a chance to actually close them as your client. So we're going to go over 3 different follow-ups. We're going to go over a follow-up 24 hours before the call, the day of the booked call, and then 30 to 60 minutes before the call. So the first message we're going to send. Also, if you guys want access to this Lucid chart, I'll also send you that. Just send me a message on Instagram and I'll send this the link to the Lucid chart over to you. The first message is, hey Name, got you down for a one-on-one strategy session. We recommend saying strategy session because if you say sales call, obviously it sounds salesy, so they're not going to want to hop on the call, with closer tomorrow. Obviously then just say the closer's name. So if you're going to be on the call, just say with me tomorrow. Otherwise, if the closer's called Nick, say Nick tomorrow. Are you able to attend that? If you can confirm now, I'll send you a video I made for my X type of students, so coaching students, sales students, marketing students, on how to do something the lead wants. So for example, if it was like sales students, you could say, I'll send you a video I made for my sales students on how to increase their close rate by 30 to 40%. Okay, so if the prospect responds to this first message, that's great. What you want to do from here is honestly just have a chat with the prospect or the lead about what problems they're facing inside of their business or agency and how you can offer them the solution to that without making it sound too salesy, because otherwise you're kind of going to put them off. And then what you want to do from here is send this message. So say, awesome, looking forward to the call or looking forward to it. Here's the video. Have you gone through the first video I sent you before? Curious to hear your takeaways. So just have a basic conversation, literally go through what takeaways they got from the other video, how what was mentioned in that video can help them out, etc. Okay, so next thing, you want to send this message on the day of the booked call. So this is very, very important because we want to make sure that the prospect remembers that the call's actually today. And then to send them a video, give them some more free value to ensure that they're getting as much information and insight into what you actually offer as possible. Okay, so what you want to do, share them a video and then say, hey name, feel free to steal this hack from me. So this is a great message to send to catch the attention of the prospect or lead. And then say, by the way, today's the day, closer. So I could say, if you close your own deals, you could just say, I have something prepared for you on the call. For example, if the prospect or lead is looking for some more sales advice or sales coaching, you could say, I have some objection handling advice prepared for you on the call. Let me know how it goes. You're still all good to attend, making sure that they actually show up to the call. And then 30 to 60 minutes before the call, make sure to send them the link to the Zoom meeting. Now from here, once you've sent that message, make sure that they confirm and obviously say, yep, all good to go, keen to hop on the call. Otherwise, make sure you follow up with them to ensure that they get onto that sales call. Now, next thing we're going to go over is follow-ups post-sales call if the prospect has no-showed or didn't close. So now you want to wait 24 hours if the prospect's no-showed, and this is the message that you're going to send them. You're going to say, hey name, heard from closer that you've missed your session with him, is that right? Or if you close your own sales calls, you could say, hey name, saw that you missed this, the strategy session yesterday, is that right? Then from here, prospect responds, and from this point, you want to work closely with DM setters or managers on how to overcome objections. Now, if you don't have a DM setter or a manager, just send me a message on Instagram and I'll help you out. Now, if you got onto the sales call, but the prospect didn't close as a client, this is what you want to do 24 hours after. You want to say, hey name, just got off the phone with closer and he mentioned you guys had a great call. How was it for you? And from here, you'll get a response. And then the next thing you want to say, I hear you, appreciate you sharing. He also mentioned that objections, and then check the notes that the closer wrote down. Is that right? So you want to make sure that you mention that objection because you want to try and challenge the objection and overcome that objection. The way you're going to close them as a client is obviously overcoming this objection and hopefully hopping them onto another sales call so you can help them overcome it further. Because this objection is obviously the reason why they haven't closed into a client. So like I just mentioned, so the prospect will respond and then you can say, I see, can you elaborate why specifically? So get as much information on the objection as possible. And like I also said before, you want to work very, very closely with your DM setters or managers on how to overcome objections. And like I said, if you don't have a DM setter or a manager, the link to my Instagram will be in the description. So you can just shoot me a message and I'll help you overcome those objections. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it gave you some beneficial information. If you want to learn more about kind of how to implement these follow-up sequences, or you just want to have a call with me one-on-one just to learn some more info, I've got the link to my Calendly in the description, or like I said, just shoot me a message on Instagram and we'll have a chat. See ya.